And hello, everyone. Welcome back to Frontline Prediction League, FPL in the trenches. Frontline League on Twitter, on X, Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube, and on Instagram with underscores between the words. Like, favorite, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We appreciate it. I'm your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe. BeerMe, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, Scott. I'm a little tired, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I'm preparing for a big old heat wave happening this week, and I'm not talking NXT, so getting
Same.
ready for that.
We got a warning of that for tomorrow. Yes, it's already feeling it. It's hot. I'm tired and it's hot. Same as you. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We get results.
Other than that,
We're good.
yeah, but other than
It's
that,
good though. Yeah,
yeah,
we're both out of it. It's gonna be a fun one. It is Friday night, by the way,
Right.
guys. We did have to skip Thursday. I went inside Deadpool Wolverine on a preview night. It's really fun. But yeah, we're doing this because we got results for Slammiversary. As you can see on the screen 3 times over. SummerSlam is until next weekend, so we can do a Friday night trenches. It's all good here. But let's dive into this, beer. We got Slammiversary from this past weekend. As usual, being a house show. It's a bit smaller. We do have story beats that hit a lot here. And also, as usual, our European Championship. The FPL European Grand Prix title was defended by Captain Krulik's Blackwell against El Cid, and he retained yet again. He is on his way to trying to become one of the most defending European champions. And I literally do have the records of who has what, but I don't remember offhand. But it feels like he's getting up there. Like, I know Blake had it for a good long while after Black had it initially, but Krulex is chasing after Blake at this point, I think.
Yes, he is. He's not in the number of days. So, okay, so Captain, it says right now, is at 92 plus days at 4 plus defenses.
Yep.
James Blake, he was the second European Grand Prix champ. He held it for 282 days, but defended it 5 times. So
He
if
had it
Captain,
in the Mania stretch, and there wasn't as many house shows at that point. There's been more house shows for
Yep.
Krulex's time frame, so he's going to have more defenses faster. So yeah.
yeah. So I feel like if Captain, if he can get one more, I'd put him.
He'd have
okay,
5,
give him
right?
2
They
more.
both have
Yeah,
5
he'd
defenses,
have 5.
and
They
he'd
both
have it
5, and fewer. Yeah.
he'd have it in under 100 days. I mean, well, the next show is what? September?
Is it? Yeah, it's No Mercy.
Yeah, so he'll break 100 by that point. But still,
Yeah.
it took Blake 200. Not again. It was
Yeah.
the timing. There was
Yeah.
He had main shows in that period. He was defending the world title at that time. It's fine, but yeah. So definitely part of the conversation. The timing of it becomes interesting, and let's see how that happens and how long he holds it. If we still did ROH, he'd be defending it tonight, and who the hell knows what'd be happening there because that show's weird. But there you go. Let's move on then because we've got Redhead 12 defeating James Blake, as mentioned, the world title. Not on the line. It wasn't an on-title match. Red staking her claim. House show again, doesn't really matter. But storyline-wise, that top of the card, no pun intended, division is really, really strong right now. So it is interesting to see leading into SummerSlam with Blake Bianco 4. Red still in the mix. Daisy Knoll has money in the bank. There's a lot of crazy stuff there. So I'm intrigued with how things will fall out from SummerSlam. On that note, Ralantando and RGX also had a big match there. We talked about that before. There was some confusion last time with the submission match. That's ours. That's next. It was the timing of it. It was not a submission match. It's fine. But Ralantando did get the big win. BeerMe, you and I went to a no contest in a submission match. Meaning I still haven't beaten you in one. At all or at Impact.
There's Bound for Glory. I'm down to run that back at Bound for Glory. I'll say that right now. If you want to run it back, we'll run it back.
The worst part is I had 2 5s. I had duplicate picks. And it's the first time ever that we had duplicate picks where a match got thrown out. So I had 5 points, I think, on the women's tag and on Gresham and Kushida.
No. You had 5 on the women's tag, but you had 5 on Matt and JDC.
No, that wasn't. We didn't even have that match.
Yeah, Matt Hardy and JDC happened. Gresham and Kushida got thrown out.
No, we didn't have Matt and JDC on our picks though.
Yeah, we did.
But anyway, it was on Gresham and Kushida because that got thrown out. Trust me. What happened?
I have the spreadsheet.
Oh no, but what I know what happened is everything descended. So my 6-pointer became my 5.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I still had 2 5s. So a different one became my other 5.
Oh,
And you're right.
yeah.
No, there was. Forgive me. I kept forgetting about the Matt
Yeah.
Hardy tag. So now, when the women's tag happened, the 5 points happened. My second 5-pointer, being Matt and JDC now, I get 0 for that.
Yeah.
So forgive me. Yes, yes, yes.
You know, it's,
So
you know,
that's
it's
the
really
first time
crappy, though.
ever we've encountered that where we had a match thrown with duplicate picks. But it makes sense. So like you descend it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a 6. That's a
Yeah.
5. Well, then
I
the
get
4
where you're
becomes
coming
the 5.
from. Yeah.
But and so Jimmy G was like, so what would you have been? So would that have been your 9? The women's tag? I'm like, oh God, no. Both should have been in the same range. I would have restructured everything. So who knows what would have happened had I done that. All I know is I lost out on 5 potential points, and I did pick
Yeah.
both winners correctly. So whatever I did, I would have had those picks. Guaranteed one more than I had. I should have won that match. It's not meant to be. I have the worst luck right now, and I haven't won since the weekend after WrestleMania, I think it was. I won on my list. I won 2 matches, then I've won nothing since. It's been draws or losses. It's like 7 in
Yeah.
a row. We're coming up on that worst streak I had that got double digits. It's not a good time. That's usually how I go, though, this time of year. The fall's going to be very, very bad.
You know, it's kind of crazy. I actually changed my picks like a couple hours before the show because I originally had Tasha Steeles, and she won.
I had Giselle.
I,
I had Giselle.
I switched it to Giselle.
I thought she was going to win.
I actually had Spitfire, and I changed it to the system.
I don't remember. I don't think I had
Because-
Spitfire. I don't think I had them.
You had the
I had the champs.
same as me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had the champs.
Yeah.
And that's why I still had ABC. Yeah, it's weird because
I
that
picked
whole card
ABC.
had nothing
Yep.
but they had nothing but faces.
Yeah, the whole thing.
So,
Yeah.
I originally had a lot of faces, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, I don't have any heels.
Oh.
What the hell are my heels besides Moose?
Well,
you
like
know?
my submission match win. Oh yeah, I picked Moose. I thought he would retain, but I put 2 on it. I had like 11 on PCO as your top, but I put 1 on Bailey. I'm like, there's no way Bailey loses. Like it's time Bailey wins.
Yeah, Bailey's my top block.
But
Yeah.
I wasn't entirely confident both Bailey and PCO would win. I think I said this on our Top of the Card podcast, which you can listen to on Top of the Card pod, wherever you get your podcasts. I didn't think they'd win both. I thought one would get screwed, meaning the other one would be even more of a big reception. But both won. Okay. So
I
I
thought
gambled
for
on that.
Well, not for
Yeah.
sure. I picked PCO, but I put him for lower because I thought maybe like Matt Cardona would come out and screw him over, or
Yeah.
Steph DeLander, or somebody
Yeah.
would.
I
But
mean, he did on the
he
tapings,
just
so
won.
you were right. The tapings happened last night. Cardona's back.
Yeah.
So
Who did you pick in Gresham and Kushida? Do you remember? 'Cause I
Gresham.
picked Kushida.
I put
Oh.
Gresham. So that
Okay,
would have
so
decided
he-
it right there. That would have decided
would've-
it had not
yep.
got thrown. There you go.
They would have.
That's what happens, though.
let's
That's
talk
the
about-
stuff that we deal with behind the scenes with picks happen. Normally, here's the fun part. Normally, we catch it and be like, hey, you duplicated points. How do you want to fix it? And we would have done something. Because we were so
Right.
busy. I was out. CT was out since like Thursday. I know Red was kind of managing some stuff, but GMC was busy. Nobody caught it till the show was on. So it's like, so I couldn't change anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
that's-
And that's happened to me twice before. This is my 3rd time ever of that. And usually, I think World's End, I screwed up on something bad. I had double points,
Yeah.
and I lost to the Goose, contributing to that lore. And I lost to Woody way back in the day because I put 8
On an Impact
Moose.
show.
That was Impact. Because
Yeah.
I put 8 on
Yeah.
Moose, or on Rhino. I was like, no, it should be 8 on
Rhino,
Moose.
yeah.
That was the worst one ever. I lost that match, the 4-way. I
Yeah.
did win the rematch because I demanded. I'm like, I need to fix that, and I won. So at least I avenged that one.
Hey,
But,
let's run it back about for glory though. If you're.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, maybe. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Right.
But yeah, it's that's the this is not meant to be. It's just part of the lore, and it, of course furthers our storyline. So we make the most of it. Sometimes losses are
Yeah.
more fun to work with, admittedly. Let's move forward. Alexander McKennedy and James Costner had a BeerMe special with 41-40 with a 1-pointer there. FBU did get the win, so you're the only one that didn't. I made sure of it. The GMSG Bash and a Broken Nerd did defeat the Canadian champion Camp Applestone and the Strays, Michael Marsh and Supreme Rock. It was rocky going for a while there because my score with you, I was kicking your ass for a while in those scores, and then you closed the gap, and I was like, God damn it! That normally happens. Whenever I do well at the start, I'm like, I'm not going to hold that lead, am I? Nope. Nope. Normally, if I win, it's from behind. So there you go.
Yeah, I went 0-1-2 in Canada, and luckily my boys got both wins on back-to-back shows. So
My wins in Canada is a big old 0. It's a 0, 2
I'm there with
losses,
you.
and a no contest. In my home. That's yeah. Yeah. I've it's disheartening. It is. But it's
Right.
like it happens. Like it's now I get to tell the story of because we have it where I got screwed every single time.
Hmm.
I mean, my avatar is Brett. It's perfect. We can run with it. But man, like I said
Yep.
before, sometimes those moments you just want it to happen because when's the last time there's going to be a Canadian title shot in Canada? Who knows? They're in Atlanta and probably L.A. and then Saudi and like they're not coming back to Canada for a main show in a long while. I bet. So we'll see. We'll see. Not a Rumble at least or a Mania. We know that much. Damn, everybody else getting those. Not that I'm bitter. I mean, you
Hmm.
understand. Chicago's getting the Raw
Yeah.
deal right now. You're getting that.
Raw.
So I mean, you
Yeah.
got All In at least,
Yeah.
or All Out
Could go with that.
probably. Gonna be
Yeah.
there. So All In's London. Who am I kidding? Let's move forward. We're
Hmm.
being bitter. Atlas Kiala did defeat Will Colt by a point. Again, we got 1 pointer. Cesar Bianco beat Hunter Williams. Jason Blades beat Luke Gray. Big wins there, actually. Atlas getting a win over Will Colt, but just barely. Caesar maintaining things with momentum, and Jace over Luke. Those are some big, big, big wins
Yeah.
for everybody involved. Smooth Rock beating Hayden Fiore again by a point. Daisy Knoll defeating Rate Wrestle and CJ Hawk. That's a fun one considering it's the Money in the Bank holder beating a former champion in Hawk and someone who's contended for it with no contests in Rate because he went to a draw with CT a couple times, I think. So Daisy
Hmm.
getting the win straight up by 1 point in one case without the Money in the Bank solidifies things pretty solid for her, I think. Jackson Myrtle did defeat Static. Jonathan C.T. Martin, speaking of, beat Mark Steele. Billy Grayson beat Nayara. Memories beat 3J Platinum. Pushino beat The Arbiter. Kurt Colt beat Mr. Glee. Danny Delight Jordison did defeat Sheriff Dion Blade beat JJ Rocky. Mark Harper beat The Goose by a lot, 47 to 27. Something happened there. Eli beat X, so Eli's getting those wins. It's happening. The Gaffer beat Bane the Bissa. Aiden Mack beat Lucifer. And Woe beat Papa Snooch. 3 achievements. The Goose got his 25th appearance. Daisy Knoll won a triple threat, and Will Colt got match of the night honors in like match 4. It happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
A lot of 1-point decisions.
A lot of 1-pointers. Yes.
That's
And like
wild.
I said, and we had the only draw. We had a show one time which I've nicknamed FPL No Contest because there were so many of them, and this one it was just us, just us,
Just the two of us.
just the two of us. We can tie if we try.
You try.
So-
yeah.
Again, the full write-up is here. The full details are here. Please, please, please go check this stuff out. Like I said, there's a lot going on in here. The storylines are weaving through backstage with Rate Wrestle. FBU versus Cam and the Strays was crazy stuff. I had a lot of fun having it in Montreal with the Canada haters, FBU. Backstage with Payne, a lot of craziness there with Woe attacking. Again, me and you, we had our fun match, and then things go crazy with FBU escalating. And, of course, RGX and Relatando, and then the main events with the World Champ and the Euro Champ, and then stuff going crazy with Stone Collective getting involved, and SummerSlam's coming from there. So a lot happening currently in the FPL. We're very excited with where it's going and what's happening, and let's speak to that. I did forget to load the booking page, so I'm going to click on that right now. And there it is. It is SummerSlam. It is this coming weekend, next weekend. It is going to be a crazy one. I do believe it is, yes, it is 7 o'clock Eastern show, same as Money in the Bank, so that with the 2-hour confirmed pre-show, because G-Michi got his ticket notice, 5 o'clock Eastern kickoff, 2 hours, so 4 p.m. Eastern deadline. Do keep that in mind for SummerSlam. It is Saturday, August 3rd. We do have the FPL World Championship. James Blake defending against Cesar Bianco for the 4th and final time, potentially. We have the Tag Team Championship, FPL Continental Tag Team Champions, Call of the Mountains, defending against Diamond Syndicate. I thought that was 2 Ravens there for a second, but it's Raven and Edge. Good Lord. We have Watson Rules match for the X Division title. Sorry. X is competing, challenging for the FPL Canadian Championship against Camp Applestone. Damn you, X. It's just his name is so small, it got in my brain there. Ultimate X match was also right below it for the American title. It is CJ Hawk defending against the Goose, CM Carlito, and Pushino. We then have the 2024 FPL Olympic Challenge Finals of Eli versus Mac and Cheese. There's some question marks. We're going to fill some of that in. The Reaction face Black Sacrament. Another cool-ass name. We're getting a bunch of
like
those.
that.
I do like that. The MBPA facing Cyrus and Costner. They don't have a cool name, but it's kind of cool when they don't. I don't mind it. Daisy Knoll is facing Rate Wrestle 1-on-1. So again, we just talked about that. That was a one-pointer with those two. So we'll see how that goes there.
Who's the Black Sacrament?
The Black Sacrament. That is Kier 1 and Jason Blades, I do believe.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
It's Gargano and Pac.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm horrible when the names aren't actually there. Like I can see avatars and I forget, but I'm pretty.
Right. Yeah, that name
It's
rules.
CT and Luke. I know those ones. So yeah. The Round Table are facing Stone Collective 2.0. I just talked about the storyline stuff, so check that out. But it's the Round Table facing Stone Collective. Hunter Williams 1-on-1 with Smooth Rock. That'll be a lot of fun. Bane the Bissa versus Halcyon. Payne versus Woe. And then matches we are going to announce right now. So, BeerMe, how many matches do you have for SummerSlam?
5.
You have 5? I have 4.
5.
You get to go first.
All right.
And we will alternate from there. I got 2 kickoff show. I have 3 kickoff show matches and a main show.
I have 2 kickoff shows. No, I have 3 kickoff shows and 2 main shows.
Okay.
So.
Well, you go first. You got 5 of them, so we'll get to alternate.
All right. My first match is El Cid taking on Chappers.
Who you got? I got El Cid on that, I think.
I'm gonna take Chappers.
Yeah?
Yeah. Creatures. You know.
That's true. That's true.
Gotta go with them.
How about this one then? Junction versus Jut Jut.
Ooh. Junction.
I think so too. I agree with that. Yep.
Oh, here's one. 3J Platinum will be taking on Nayara.
Oh, I got Nayara on that one.
I do too.
Okay, here. How about this? Mr. Glee versus Mark Steele.
Oh, man, I like that name.
Glee's a veteran at this point, but I like the newcomers coming in. I like picking
Mr.
the newcomers. I'm going to go with Glee, actually.
I'm going to go with Mark Steele.
You just like saying Mark Steele.
That sounds like a name of a lead singer of a band or something.
It does, yeah.
It's awesome. All right, I got a kickoff show chairs hardcore match here.
Okay.
It is the Arbiter taking on Eddie Chairshot Wood.
I'm sorry, you said it was a chairs match?
Yes.
I'm picking Eddie Chairshot Wood. I love the Arbiter, but his name is Chairshot.
Yeah. Yeah, Arbiter's going to eat that chair shot.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to eat it even if he wins. But
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Yeah.
All right. I have the Light of the Cult, Danny Jordison and Kurt Cult, versus Matt Zion and Rab, who I am picking, as I always do, on these larger shows, because that's how they normally win.
I'm going to go with the Light of the Cult.
I figured. That's a safe bet. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess I have 2 minutes. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. All right.
I got one more, so you should have 2 more.
Oh, you do. Oh yeah, I do have 2 more. Yeah. Okay. So I have a fatal 4-way. We got Go Right, who is Alex Wright, which is great.
Okay.
Versus Izzy Kismet. Versus Salem Penn. Versus Lucifer.
We got a lot of newcomers.
Yeah.
New blood in a 4-way. Because he said go right is Alex Wright. That's who stuck in my head. I don't know much about the rest. Lucifer we have seen Lucifer have a match already.
Yeah.
We had him in results.
I don't know who his avatar is yet though, because he doesn't have, I don't think he has a page yet, so I'm not sure.
Lucifer?
So, yeah.
Lucifer, Dijak.
Oh, okay.
Is that your pick?
I'm actually gonna go with Salem Penn because I believe their avatar is Stevie Turner. So
Oh, okay.
We're gonna go with that.
I'll go with the veteran of the match in Lucifer. The FPL veteran of at least one.
He's been around for millions of years,
Yeah.
Lucifer.
Yeah.
All
right. I got a main show match. It is a last man standing death match. So, of course, this has implications towards the American Championship, considering it's stipulation based. So this could lead to that, obviously, as stipulation matches do. And so does that one you just mentioned, the hardcore, with chair shot. But this is Atlas Kiyama 1-on-1 with Will Colt.
A rematch.
Very close match.
Let's see.
I'm going with Atlas. Because it was Atlas and Jace. And Jace was going hardcore. I like Atlas on that flip side. That's my reason there. Truly, I would love for Will Colt to like skyrocket. But
Atlas has been on a roll.
yeah,
She won
exactly.
3 in a row.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Will Colt though.
Yeah?
Pull the upset. Yeah.
Okay. And what's your last one to
we're gonna go with
announce?
that. It will be Redhead 12. You're a girl.
There's my pick.
We're taking on the golden boy, JJ Rocky.
I'm standing by it. One of my favorite things from a Rumble was actually I wrote JJ threw people out and threw Red so far, actually overshot, and she landed on the commentary table.
That's pretty good.
He did it too good. Like, things like that are fun to do. I'm picking my girl.
I'm gonna
Because
go with
JJ's
JJ.
in that conversation for the World Championship right now. I think Red's got that. Like got that win over JJ here. So that's what I'm picking.
I'm gonna go with JJ.
Okay. And that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there. We'll have the go home next weekend. I mean, we got to get on this card somehow, so we better figure out something, BeerMe. You and I aren't on here yet, so we'll figure something out, I'm sure, by that point.
Right.
But until then, this is the Frontline Prediction League. I'm at the top of the card. I'm horrible for that. I usually do that because we normally record the night before, so it is still in my brain. That's a podcast we do. Check that out over on Top of the Card Pod over on Twitter on X. But this is Frontline Prediction League. Frontline League on Twitter, on X. Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe. And Frontline League, Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words on Instagram. You can check that out as well. So please like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We will see you next weekend for the final go home on this one, and then the show itself on Saturday. And then it's going to get crazy because we're going to have like a triple weekend with all in, all out, no mercy class. It's going to be insane. It's going to be fun, but we're going to die. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we are, and we always do. It's always fun. I forget what sleep is like. We're going to see how that goes. BeerMe, thanks again. This has been Top of the Card. No, it hasn't. It's been Frontline Prediction League. we're in the home stretch here, and we're not even in the crazy yet. It is going to be a lot of fun, guys. It's worth it. We love doing this, and it's super fun. So thanks, everybody. Thanks all these new guys for checking it out. Thanks for checking out the show. We've heard some cool things. People are like, oh, man, this is awesome. Thank you. We appreciate that. It is super fun. We have fun with this, obviously. And we do it in one take, obviously. And we go from there, but we'll leave you there. Hope everybody has fun watching Death Before Dishonor. The voice chat for Battle of the Belts tomorrow night. That's all in our Discord. You can go check that out down below. Character chat has been going crazy. I got to get a promo in there and figure something out. So we'll have fun with that one. But again, thanks everybody for the FPL, for watching and tuning along and all this fun stuff. We'll see you next time.